More and more breweries are doing collaborative ventures with food outlets. Why? Because it's fun.
You know, when they make those weird beers, it's my job to judge them. I'll teach you how to do that.
He's Lew Bryson, I'm Glen Macnow. We're at JJ Ratigan's in Pottstown. It's a new episode of What's Brewing. Hey, welcome to What's Brewing. We appreciate you watching. I'm Glen Macnow of WIP Radio. He's Lew Bryson, host of Seen Through a Glass podcast. Make sure you find that, Beer and Whiskey Authority. We're at JJ Ratigan in Pottstown today. So I am starting off with this Aromatic Fanatic, 6.9% hazy IPA. It's a delicious beer. What about you?
I have the Paw Pound Vienna Lager. It's at 6.2, and it's drinking really nice.
Very nice. Very straightforward beers. You know what they are. But more and more these days, breweries are doing collaboratives with any kind of food or drink company. And I decided let's do it this week because Neshaminy Creek has come out with its Rita's inspired beers again. So, Lou, what do I got here? I got mango, I got peach, and I got lemon cherry. Which one do you want?
Let's do lemon cherry. Cherry lemon, whatever it is.
My third choice, but fine. All right, so they do this. This is, I think, the second straight year they've done it. They did really well with it last year. I got a 12-can variety pack. Came out in the middle of March. It
smells like water ice.
Right, and and it's going to do really, really well in the summer. It's such a smart idea by them. It's a beach beer.
Beer too, yeah.
Yeah, it's a beach beer is what it is. It's a beach beer. All right, quick question for you. What is the most popular flavor of water ice at Rita's?
My favorite is mango, so I'm going to guess mango.
You are correct. Mango number 1.
Of course it is.
Cherry number 2. Swedish fish number 3.
Yeah.
The little ones.
Okay, all right.
All right, so speaking of beer food collaboratives, you brought one.
Yeah, I got one for you here.
Yeah.
This is I managed to find a bottle of the Hershey's collaboration with Yingling Porter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great, and a twist off.
A twist off, it's very easy.
They've done very well with it. It's such a smart idea by them.
Yeah.
So it's a very obvious question, but why do breweries do this?
Same reason they do a lot of things, to make money. I mean, this is a great opportunity for the old cross marketing. You know, you pick up your Hershey's fans, you pick up your Yingling's fans, and you even get people who are just like, oh yeah, I'll try that. Why not?
So we've done a bunch of these. I'm involved with Couchhagen Brewing Company. We did with Federal Donuts.
I love
the
that.
Fed Nuts. This is the Blackberry Sumac based on that donut. This is the Asher's Chocolate Puddler's Row, which is our ESB with chocolate pretzel, English ale.
Chocolate, a little bit of salt, a lot of malt.
And it's great. And we set up in the summer at Asher's. We open a beer garden. It does really well.
And you actually put the pretzels in there.
Yeah. So, which brings me to my next question, which is, you're going to have a great idea. Let's make, and I'll give you some I've heard of, Oscar Blues French's Mustard Beer. Stony Creek Brewery Bigelow Tea. Okay, sounds good. But do I just pour a bunch of tea and beer and I say, this is what I got?
See, this is where it gets tough for the brewer, because the marketing people usually come to them and say, hey, we got this great idea. We're going to work with these people. Can you make a beer? It's like, Yeah. But, it is the brewer's job to make it taste like the food and taste like the beer, or not be able to do it and say, kill it, we can't do this.
Oh, I'm sure there are times when
there should have been some.
But you do, what if the flavors conflict?
You just gotta figure out a way. I mean, either you amp one up and forget the other, or
Yeah.
A
couple others that I saw along the way. This is the tiramisu pastry stout from Lord Hobo up in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
It's actually my son's local brewery. Tonewood Brewery out in Jersey. We like those people. They collaborated with Revolution Coffee. A lot of coffee ones. We did
nice
one
to work
with
with a roaster, though. Yeah.
It's a very natural idea. All right, now this one.
We've got to try this.
Best Made Pickles Sour Pickle Beer out of Texas. What's the name of the brewery? Martin House Brewing Company in Texas.
I don't really think of pickles when I think of Texas. I got to be honest.
Well, I don't really think of pickles when I think of beer, but here
Well.
we go. I've had pickled beer before. I've not been a big fan. I like pickles and I
Okay.
like beer, so I should like it, right? All right, you go first.
Wow. That is a lot more
Wow.
pickle than beer. Wow.
That's okay.
Oh, boy.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's horrible.
That was a very brave thing I did, going back for a second taste. Oh,
Dude.
my God.
Years and years ago, the Eagles played in Dallas against the Cowboys. It was 120 degrees, and they drank the pickle juice. I think we've relived
left
that
over.
moment. That's terrible. So when we do the 50 state beers, that's not
That's
going
not
to be
going to be it. That's not going to be it.
All right, a lot of fun here at JJ Ratigan's. When we come back, Lew is going to teach us not how to just drink beer, but how to judge it. Very interesting. JJ Ratigan's in Pottstown, Lew Bryson, Glen Macnow. What's brewing?
Hey Glenn, what brings you into our King of Prussia tap room today?
Well, Andrew, I'm meeting a few friends for a beer before our big event tonight. King of Prussia is the perfect location.
Yes indeed, Conshohocken Brewing's 4 spots are all great for any event. Big plans for tomorrow?
I'm going to enjoy happy hour at the Rec Room in Phoenixville before some rousing games of ping pong and shuffleboard with the family.
Well, you can't beat Rec Room when it comes to food and fun for the whole family. How about this weekend?
Saturday, I'm riding my bike along the Schuylkill River Trail before stopping at Conchi Tap Room for some post-ride refreshments.
It's a great idea. Our original Conchi tap room at mile marker 12.5 is the go-to spot for locals, visitors, anybody looking to quench their thirst.
And I've got Sunday covered. We're going to enjoy lunch at Puddler's Kitchen and Tap in Bridgeport, then go outside for a few cold ones at the beer garden, then back in to enjoy the ball game.
What a week in all of Conshohocken Brewing's unique spots. I'll meet you there for a pint or two.
Cheers. Welcome back to What's Brewing. He's Lew Bryson. I'm Glen Macnow. Look at what this is like the most beautiful. Don't even drink it. Let's
It is
just
like a
admire
black
it.
hole, man.
What is that?
That is the 5 a.m. wake-up call. 10.5% Imperial Stout.
You're not going to wake up at 5 a.m. and
No,
drink that.
not after that.
This, my friend, this hazy is called, sing with me, Lew, Fruit
Suit Riot.
Oh, yeah.
Throw back a bottle of beer.
Well done.
Yeah.
So, this is my way of judging a beer. Ooh, that tastes good. But
You know, that's
You-
perfectly good.
you are a certified beer judge. You carry around a badge. Go with it, Lew. It sounds
Yeah,
good.
sure.
Okay? You have a scepter and a crown and all these things. You were called upon recently to do a judging in New York, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, I actually do that every year.
So we're going to do that today, and we're also going to combine it with our hunt to find beers from all 50 states during the show. I think today is number 26, 27, and 28, if my memory is
So
correct.
halfway there.
Halfway there. Want to give big thanks to Jim Martin and Lower Merion Beverage Company, because they've been finding these beers for us and doing a great job on Greenfield Avenue in Ardmore. If you go there, any of these beers, you get it 10% off. So ask for it there. So we're going to try 3, and you're going to tell us how to judge.
Sure.
We're going to go to Montana. And this surprises me because the beer out of Montana, which is Montucky Cold Snack Lager, the official, unofficial beer of Montana, it's a low alcohol, 4.1%, 102 calories. I think Montana, like guys riding horses, like a big, hefty beer, not so much.
Yeah, guys drinking a lot of beer. That's what you're
Maybe
looking
that's
at in
what.
Montana.
By the way, a review on their own website says this: smells like beer, tastes like beer, mouthfeel light beer. Overall, it's beer. Everyone, relax, but not when we judge.
Nope.
Wait, where's my glass?
Cannot relax when you judge.
Oh. Is there like anything in the pour for this?
Honestly, I don't know, because they always pour in another room because you do it blind. That's the one thing we're doing different here.
Okay.
So you don't know what you're getting.
I
but-
have bad vision, so I'm close to
Yeah.
blind. All right. So what do you do?
Okay, so I take a smell.
You do the smell.
I do a smell, but
Okay.
then I swirl because I want to find out how much it's putting off by
All
itself.
right. I have a cold. I don't smell anything.
You're not going to smell anything.
No, that's going to hurt me. All right. And then you swirl and smell.
Yeah. And
Okay.
Honestly,
Not much going on here.
smell a little bit of grain. This is what I would call a shy nose.
Shy
Yeah,
nose.
it's like, oh no, I don't want to come out for you.
All right, let's give this
take
a taste.
quick look.
All right.
Okay, it's clear, which a beer like this should be.
Okay. Tastes
A little bit of fruit there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Which is kind of odd, but yeah, not a lot. The thing is, though, when you judge, you got to judge it compared to other beers of the same type.
I know. We're going to do 3 different styles. But
Yeah.
So for our purposes, we are ranking everything between 1 and 100. I got to tell you, this one gets a 52 for me.
I was thinking
I'm not
60.
Loving it.
I'm probably being generous.
Not loving that. All
Yeah.
right. So let's do more of the beer judging
Sure.
with out of Michigan, Two Hearted IPA. This is everybody knows
Heavy hitter.
this beer.
Yeah.
Very popular all around the country. It's a big seller, available everywhere. They say bursting with refreshing hop aromas. Two Hearted is our iconic American IPA, suited for adventures everywhere. I kind of agree.
Yep.
All right, so we did the sniff and the swirl, right? So what do you do next? You just throw it back?
No, so the sip is really important. The first sip, you want to kind of bring air in with it, so kind of slurp it almost.
Oh, okay. That'll go over well in my house.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Actually tastes better that way. Yeah.
See, some of this
That's
stuff
interesting.
will work better.
I like that.
Yeah. And the other thing is,
a nice
unlike
beer.
wine or whiskey, you don't spit.
No. That's
No,
right.
because the finish is really important.
I
with
once
beer.
did a thing for Craig LeBon at the Inquirer where I judged his beer fest.
Yeah.
I had like 25 beers. It was like a lot. Okay. I like this beer. 86 for me. You?
I'll go 80. I think this one's a little off for me.
Well, you can go lower than that.
No, 80's good.
Okay.
It's good. It's not perfect. When it's on, it's perfect.
All right, so one more, and again, a very different style, and I hear you. Normally you do the same kind of style.
Yeah.
This is Boulevard Brewing Company out of Kansas City. This is their American Saison. We have not done a lot of Saisons during our 50-state thing. 8.5%. Says a distinctly American twist on a classic Belgian style, unveiling a surge of fruity aromatics and subtle spice, blah, blah, blah.
I had this at a barbecue joint when I was in Kansas City in October.
Oh.
What a match.
Yeah?
Wow, it was good.
This and ribs almost?
Yes.
All right.
So
okay.
good.
So wait, we did the sniff.
See now?
And the look.
And the look. See,
and
you got a little bit of haze there.
And the slurp.
Yep.
Did you do the swish?
I couldn't have had too much foam.
Okay. Is that a thing, though?
Well, if you can't swish, you can't swish. And then swishing actually takes some practice. First few times I did it, I had beer all over the place.
Anything else I should know in terms of being a tasting
Well,
judge?
with this one especially, you really have to know something about the style to judge if it's hitting it. Because if you pick this up and you thought it was something like this, you'd be like, this is all wrong.
Okay, I got it.
But this is
all right.
pretty much all right.
Bottom line question. If I know all of this, the look, the swirl, the slurp, the sniff, the taste,
the style,
the whole thing, am I going to enjoy it more?
No.
No.
Why? It has been my experience that when you approach it as if you're judging, it's like a cop is going to find a crime. You are going to find flaws. I actually find that I enjoy the beers less when I'm judging. But if you're thinking about it, it does teach you to think about what you're tasting. And if you just dial that back a little, you actually do taste like when you slurped, and it tasted better.
I did like that.
There is stuff to learn from judging.
All right, what
you
are we
just can't
giving
take
this?
it too far.
What are we
I'm
giving this?
going a 90 on this. I
90?
really like that.
Well, you're higher than me. I'm going to go an 80, which puts it at 85, which does make it one of the more popular beers. We'll give you the standings coming up one of these days. And yes, thanks again to Lower Merion Beverage Company for this. And thanks to JJ Ratigan. Lew has not had this beer. I'm stealing it.
Uh-oh.
98. All right. When we come back, we'll give you the latest on our photo contest and a way you can win a chance to come to our year-end contest. Lew Bryson, Glen Macnow, What's Brewing?
Parking is free!
Hey! $4! Yes!
With so many affordable things to do in Montgomery County, PA, go ahead, freak out.
Whether you're lounging at the beach, exploring the Swarthmore scene, or kicking back in our Linvilla Beer Garden, Ship Bottom Brewery brings the beach to you. We're thrilled to call LBI our home, where we've crafted award-winning beers perfect for our beloved locals, surfers, and seasonal beach visitors. Our refreshing brews are a year-round beach party, thriving in the summer heat and welcoming chilly winters with open arms. These island beers are perfect for every season and making every sip a mini vacation. Ship Bottom Brewery, where the sun-kissed season never ends and the ice-cold pours are an experience you'll savor long after you've left the island.
Hey, welcome back to What's Brewing at JJ Ratigan, where Lew and I are now surrounded by a tremendous array. Lew, they got pierogies, duck, cheesesteak egg rolls, buffalo cauliflower, and cocktails. What do you got?
I have the High Street Lemon Drop, and it's working.
Wow, I got a black cherry Manhattan. I will tell you, when I woke up this morning, did not know I would be drinking a black cherry Manhattan.
Day gets better.
And the day does get better. Nicely said. All right, so we are all year doing a photo contest and having a lot of fun with this. Our latest one that we asked you for was a picture of you at a beer festival. Pretty easy. We were overwhelmed. Dozens and dozens and dozens. So many. We normally pick 3 winners. I had to go with more. We got 5. Let's show you the winners. This is John Vaccarella and his friends as 3 Elvises at the Belgium Comes to Cooperstown to Brewery Omegang.
Great fest.
And great pictures of those guys dressed up. Sean Wills in kilt at the Kennet Winterfest. He went authentic.
Oh, yeah.
I admire that. Michael Murphy and his brother in Munich. I don't know if they're twins, but these guys look great. They look like they're having fun. Dana Dillon and her hubby with Dogfish Head legendary brewer Sam Calagione at the Great American Beer Fest.
That's a great
Here's
catch.
my favorite. A tragedy in 3 parts. Frank Tuffy takes his wife to a beer festival. Look at this. Here we are.
Very nice.
Here's number 2. We're having fun.
Okay.
Here's number 3.
Oh, nap time.
Wife passed out.
No. She's just having a nap.
On her face.
Well, yeah.
On the grass. Anyway, our next ask is very simple, and Lew plays into it. We want a picture of you drinking beer with a beard. The best picture of a bearded guy drinking a beer, or a woman with a bearded guy, or a bearded lady, or a bunch of bearded guys. We like to open it up to everybody.
Yep.
This is Lew. What's like your 7? Every one of your friends have a beard.
This
here?
is my nephew's birthday party, and yeah, there was only one guy in the room that didn't have a beard.
And he's not in the picture.
He is not in the picture.
Family dress
Wanted
code.
to be, but
by the way, why do all brewers have beards?
there's just something rebellious about it.
I'm going to give you, and you may be right. I love this. This is from beer blogger Tom Streeter, who said, I think a lot of brewers come out of some button-down disciplines, engineering, finance,
a lot of engineers.
Corporate labs. A beard is a great way to demonstrate there's not a dress code anymore.
I think that's brilliant.
It's a great one. Hey, let's check in with Natalie, see what she's up to. Nat, what do you got?
Thanks so much, Glenn. It's Natalie here. I'm at the Iron Gate Beer Garden in Pottstown, PA. This is my new friend, Jim. Jim, he's a fine owner of this establishment. This spot is beautiful. I mean, you have so much space here. The weather's getting better. Tell me what you guys got going on for the summer and what you're serving up, and tell me a little bit about the place.
Okay. Well, we started back in 2019, and I'll go back even further. In 2003, we bought the property. Didn't know exactly what to do with it. So fast forward, here we are in 2024, starting our 4th season. And we're going to do some events again this year. We generally do cigar bourbon events.
Nice.
They're closed events, buy a ticket, and we do that. And then we also have a golf outing that we do, that we raise money for the veterans.
Amazing cause.
So we're veteran oriented.
Amazing.
We're also pet friendly.
Oh, sweet. So you can bring your dog.
So bring your pet.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of potbelly pigs already.
Oh, nice. Interesting.
As far as that goes, they make a good pet, so I'm told.
Yes.
So that's where we're at in regards to it. We do have our own bourbon, which Tommy, my partner, is going to talk about. And it's labeled and distilled by Tattered Flag. They gave us our own private label, which really makes it nice and unique. And that. So that's what we try to do for Pottstown, is just create a nice, friendly environment to enjoy after a tough week.
So this is Tom from Iron Gate Beer Garden, and he's going to tell us what we're drinking today. So you guys have your own private label bourbon.
Correct.
So tell me a little bit about that, and then we're going to get into the beer.
It was really just the thought process was we were looking for something that we could call our own.
Okay.
You know, to sort of put a nice label on the Iron Gate Beer Garden. We got hooked up with a few Navy SEALs out of Middletown, PA, Tattered Flag.
Okay.
And we worked with their distiller up there. Basically played around with a couple recipes, and this is the final result.
Well, I'm gonna taste it. Let me taste it. That's good. That's good. It's smooth.
Yeah, it's been well
nice.
received. We have a PA brewer's license.
Oh, amazing.
So there's about 10 beers on tap.
Okay.
Initially, we started off basically some small batch brewing. We have a couple things in the works. We recently bought some other space here in town that hopefully in the near future you'll see some brewery expansion.
So Iron Gate is basically taking over Pottstown. That's what Tom's saying right now. They're going to take over Pottstown, one little glass of bourbon at a time, right?
We're trying our best.
Yeah, with the sunshine, the bourbon, the great drinks. I mean, again, this place is spectacular. Thank you guys so much for having us.
Oh, Nat, great work.
A1.
Could have kept it longer, Nat. Anyway, we're enjoying ourselves here at JJ Ratigan. When we come back, we're going to talk to the owner of this fine establishment next on What's Brewing.
Hi, Mom. We're in Bucks County together, and it's exactly what we needed. I can't believe you pulled this off. A surprise getaway to a place that feels refreshing. And it was so easy to get here. We're doing all the things he had planned, and things he didn't plan. I'll tell you more about it when we get home. You and Dad need to come. You'd love it here.
Okay, so we're back at JJ Ratigan's, and as you can see, Lew and I did some serious damage to the food here.
A little bit.
Which was phenomenal.
Really, really good. That duck was, wow.
By the way, JJ Ratigan's is part of the Montco Makers group of pubs and restaurants. Download their mobile app, check out everything, win prizes, have a great time. All right, we're joined by Conrad Flynn, who's the GM of this place. I mean, first of all, we got to say, the beer was great. The cocktails
are dead on.
Yeah, and this is, I love bar food. This is not just bar food.
We wanted everything to be real deal scratch cooking. You know, I told you guys the only thing we don't make is bread and ketchup.
That's the two things.
That's it. You got to draw the line somewhere.
Okay.
Yep.
But if you're going to make great beer, everyone wants great food with it, but here there's no shortcuts. Anything worth doing is worth doing right. And I say to people all the time, like, you can't act like an 8 or a 9 in one area and act like a 2 or a 3 over here. So really pull out all the stops everywhere and do everything.
You said something about the cheesesteak egg rolls.
Handmade here.
I mean, those are something you can get off a truck.
Yeah, you could buy it frozen if you wanted to.
As you can see, we liked him a little bit.
I really feel bad that we didn't clean that off.
Yeah, Lew, you can lick the plate when you go home.
Handmade pasta, so we change the filling up all the time. Sometimes we put sneak some buffalo chicken in there.
Nice.
Do like a banger and mash, mix it up a little bit. And not just great beer food and bar snacks, but also steaks, chops, barbecue that we smoke on premise, and confit duck.
Which seems to have disappeared. I don't know where it went.
It didn't fly away.
I was going to say, I don't normally expect to go to a brewery in the middle of the day. We're filming this thing like at noon and expect to go to a brewery in the middle of the day and eat duck, but we did, and it was great. So the food is great, the beer is great, and you guys are part of a community here in Pottstown that seems to be thriving.
This is a really happening place right now, and downtown Pottstown is just a really exciting place to be. So we're like in the heart of downtown.
Yeah.
And right here within the few blocks, we have like great neighbors. So we've got 2 amazing beer gardens right across the street that are about to be open outdoors for the season. That's the Iron Gate and the Alley Beer Garden. The Alley is now open
and you're comfortable
year-round.
with it. I mean, obviously you're comfortable with it because it's
more
like
is more.
Okay.
You know, the more that downtown is like a going out destination, the better it is for everybody.
Great attitude.
So we have great restaurant friends here. We've got and not just our own. So we're part of a group. We have 2 other places in Pottstown. Stave and Stable, a fine dining restaurant behind us on King Street, and Sizzle, a burger and barbecue joint up the street with a really popular food truck. But it's a great foodie scene in town, and it's a great place to hang out. Summer is going to be really busy. But yeah, we're really proud to be here, be part of Pottstown, and be, here in the community of so many great neighbors.
And so you open up, as you say, right before the pandemic.
Yes.
Which was a tough time for everybody.
Tough time.
You made it through.
Yeah.
The other side.
It was pretty crazy, and again, going back to the local community, our regulars, our friends, and our neighbors really helped get us through. We were prepared for the worst once all those announcements started to happen, but then 2 or 3 days later, the phones were ringing off the hook. They're like, they're still hungry and thirsty, and we were here for it.
Yeah. So listen, the food is great, the cocktails are great, but this is a show about the beer, and the beer is really good.
We like that they're doing solid classic style.
Classic style.
The Vienna nails it. The Pilsner was good. That Imperial Stout was on it.
Yeah. Classic Styles is really what we're known for because, again, it is a full-service restaurant. So you are going to drink all of this with food of some kind. So you need to really cover a big, wide gamut. You can't just do the trendy stuff when you're talking about great beer for food. Although the trendy stuff is popular and everyone loves it.
Sure, they'll make it work.
And it always is a hot seller, but classic styles really move here. And what's nice about being a full service restaurant and a brewery is we can brew some styles that maybe a smaller brewery would be shy to brew, thinking, well, is this going to hang around too long? Am I going to really be able to move this? But here it all moves. So you're tasting some of our staples that are around all the time, but we seasonally do a wee heavy, which as soon as it comes out, it has its own cult following. And then my favorite beer, we do a black garlic honey porter.
Black garlic honey
and it
porter.
is
This, Lou, have you tried
I've never heard those words put together
in
before.
one sentence.
Now, it is my favorite beer. So Randy, our brewer, usually releases one in April around my birthday. Black garlic is a signature ingredient that we use in a lot of cooking. It's like fermented garlic, so it's like turned like sweet and umami.
Wow.
Tastes really good with honey. So that's the honey that he uses in the porter. Really, really distinct sort of burnt pretzel aftertaste in the porter. Really phenomenal.
All right, we're going to come back for that. Real quickly, address and hours.
We are at 227 East High Street, so right in the heart of downtown, and we are open every single day, 362 days a year. We open at 11 o'clock every day. Sunday, we open an hour early for brunch. And the kitchen is open late on Friday and Saturday. You could order the full menu until 11 o'clock.
Come for the beer, come for the kitchen. Hey, thanks for having us.
Cheers, thank you so much.
Really appreciate it.
Cheers.
We'll see you next week on a new episode of What's Brewing.
What's Brewing is brought to you in part by Monco Maker's Passport. Download your free digital pass and sip your way through Montgomery County. By the Conshohocken Brewing Company, featuring 4 locations and available at beer retailers throughout the tri-state area. By Visit Bucks County. Travel the Bucks County Ale Trail. Get your passport at visitbuckscounty.com.
And Ship Bottom Brewery, brewed for the beach and everything else. Locations in Beach Haven, Swarthmore, and Atlan Villa Orchards.